So today I am making a Valentine's card, but I'm starting off with this love, and I'm going to add an arrow to it. So to attach the arrow to the word, I'm going to get a square and slice part of the arrow away, so that slicing will separate it. Then again slice another part. So what I've now got is two ends of an arrow, which I'm going to attach to my love. So just get it right, space it where I want it. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to attach it by welding it together. Now what welding does is it will make it all one layer, so it will cut it as one. And just place it on my heart, just like that, so I can check I'm happy. So the colours I'm going for are black, gold and red. And I'm going to try and create a few multi-dimensional hearts. So for my second heart, I want to create a cutout. So I've got these vines. I do like vines because I find them, they cut and slice really nicely. And I'm going to just keep, once I've welded or cut them out, I'm then going to just keep slicing them into my heart until I get a pattern that I'm happy with. And what this will do is it will create a sliced out paper cut. So just put the vine over, slice it, and then it will cut the image out. When slicing, what you've got to make sure is that you only work with single images, because it will only slice one image at a time. So even if there's like a dot in the way, it won't work. So I'm splitting my hearts here now, 3 different sizes, so that they're all single images. And then you just place it and slice it. So as I'm working through here, I'm going to explain what sort of card I'm going to create. So I don't really have a plan. What I'm going to do is just cut out loads and loads of hearts. I want a paper cut, I want a gold love, and I want a few different dimensions and textures. And then I'm just going to put it all together as a hanging card. What I quite like to do is freestyle it a bit, so that you're not just creating a pattern, so that you're not following somebody else's instructions, so that you're just creating something from the heart, something you just want to create yourself. So now I'm going to create a bird. So I've got it on fast forward because I think otherwise it goes a bit slow. Now with this bird, I'm welding it together because I've tried to separate it and it took away a piece of the bird. So if you weld it together, that creates one image. So slice and cut. I'm just going to keep going until I'm happy with my design. And now I'm just going to finish off, delete all these bits. Might just add a few more, like a swirl. I do like to add swirls. And a few more hearts, and then my paper cut will be finished. Now, that paper cut really took no time at all. And you can make a paper cut really quick and easy just by slicing out. And it creates a really nice effect. Now, you could use that on its own, on top of a card. You don't need to use all the different dimensions I'm using today. This would, on its own, make a really pretty card. And there you go. Just, I think, one more heart and then I'm done. So, for my next layer, I've got my heart overlay. I've got my 2 hearts with my love. And now I'm going to create my third colour, which is black. And I'm going to size it so that I'm happy with it, because I think the thing with creating cards is you can mess about with your glue once it's all cut out, but you've got to get your sizing right in the first place. But what I want to do first is I want to create an opener. Because it's a hanging card, it will need an opening section. So these 2 hearts I'm going to weld together. So they look really odd when they're welded, but if you'll see in a minute, and weld them together. But then when I score that, that will then create an opener so that I can open my card. And scoring really is the easiest way to actually create a card that opens, because when you try to bend it after, you can just never get it perfect. But by creating your score line and using your scoring stylus, it will just create that perfect indentation that just naturally will give you a fold. So now I've placed that, I'm going to colour it black. And I know that that now will open and close because I've scored it. Now I'm just recreating some more hearts. I'm going to do them in different colours. And I'm also going to slice out some hearts to create outlines. So to do this, all you do is you get one heart smaller than the other, put it on top of it, and then you slice. And what the slicing will do is it will create a heart cut out, which is really pretty. So what you can do is duplicate that so that you've got a few different options, recolour it. And the aim is that I'm just creating lots of different hearts so that when I sit down with my glue gun, I can just create and I don't have to recut anything, which is the idea that, you know, I really wanted to create. And that's it. So the next stage is cutting out, and then check out my image at the end for the final result.